Mac, does anybody that was had a dying question, man? I want to make sure somebody hit me later, like, yo, I ain't get that. Yo, he was in the room, and I ain't get to ask that question. I don't even want to hear that. So before you pull out, China Man, I gotta make sure you ain't got no more smoke or nothing in the situation, bro.
Nah, I ain't got no smoke at all. You feel me?
I'm saying I make sure nobody ain't got no smoke with you before you run out. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. You know what I mean? If you putting in work, you know what I mean? You can't leave and there's still work to be done. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure. You know what I mean? So real quick, I'm open the floor to somebody that want to make sure they have any questions for China Mac before you ride out.
Can I ask a question?
Who's that?
It's the God I be.
Go ahead, bro.
Peace, brother. I hear the conversation. It's a great conversation. I just want to know why it's not more Asians involved when we're facing the adversity that we're facing. Like when we out there protesting against the police and fighting against the things we fighting against, we can't get no other communities to come out with us.
Asians do support your cause.
Listen, the only
look up hashtag Asians.
No, it's just to fight for each other. How hard is it to get Asian people to even care?
It is really hard.
So for their own for shit that's happening to our own people, right?
Exactly.
How hard is it? Please expound on that. Please don't. That's important.
We showing up for a lady who got hit with the rock. Just the first day when we were standing outside the Elmer's Hospital, where this lady was 61 years old, she got hit with the rock, and I think Mac, you were the only person out there, and then day by day it was just 5 people. I mean, Mac, you talk more about it.
So ain't not even coming outside for themselves.
So let me just quickly respond to that, right? All I'm saying is that I feel like a lot of times Asians are part of our communities, but they're not in our communities. Well, they're in our communities or they're not part of the community as a whole. We support a lot of Asian businesses before we'll support a soul food restaurant or something like that. And we can't even get jobs from Asians. We can't get them to come out to support us when we're doing things in the community. It's that tension has been going for a very long time. And it's not something that's exclusive to COVID or post-COVID or something like that. It's because we don't have this olive branch that's been out, and we've never had that.
Right. We say that this is a generational and a cultural issue.
Hold on. Let me respond to that. Yo, honestly, bro. I get that, right? And I get that, bro. And let me keep it a buck. I don't think it's just because y'all black. You know what I'm saying? I think honestly they just fucking rude. You know what I'm saying? And that's just they're from China and they look at people in America, not just because you're black, but just because America as a whole or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes it's just it's a culture barrier. You know what I'm saying? You might think that they mean one thing, but they actually mean something else. You know what I'm saying? And because of our different cultures and how we brought up and how, you know what I'm saying, we were taught, we take that as something, but we don't even understand. They thinking about it a whole different way. Just like my brother said earlier, you say it's 7 o'clock, I say it's 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And we both right because I'm in Cali and you in New York. You know what I'm saying? So basically, bro, a lot of times, we just gotta kind of look at this shit, you feel me? And we let our fucking emotions control a lot of this shit, you feel me?
Yeah, but can I just say that's disingenuous. Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I feel like that's, thank you. So I feel like that.
And the history and how it is about China. So when it happened in Africa and when they started taking over Africa, because now Africa is going to be in debt because they have to owe China so much money because they're building their infrastructure. Okay, so Africa is taking loans.
Chinese Americans, though.
What does that have?
Hold on. Well,
now let her finish. Let her land.
Finish what I was trying to say. What I'm saying is where the other brother was talking about what happened in China. This is things that are been happening in China. And then obviously COVID happened, and it just boiled up. That's what happened. And then Chinese people or Asian people started getting attacked in America. But this is, they've been getting attacked in Asia, in Africa too. This has been boiling up. You guys need to learn things, like, for real, and read about things. And you guys can't sit there and be like, oh, Asia just got attacked because Asians get attacked in America. No. Asians have been taking over Africa. How many years?
What that gotta do with Chinese Americans and Asian Americans?
Are you serious? Because at the end of the day, it does everything because it infiltrates. It's a domino effect. Do you understand? It's a domino effect. So when it's a domino effect, it doesn't matter where you're from. Like, if you are American and you are Asian and that you live in America, you have Asians that are in Africa. You have Asian families that live in Europe. So it's a domino effect. Domino effect. Okay,
let me say something, please, man. Let me say something, man. The problem is we sympathize as a people. We sympathize with everybody's struggle except ours. And these conversations is cool, they're amusing, and all of that. They're for entertainment purposes and all of that. But truth be told, ain't no way we coming together with none of these other nations. White people don't like us. Chinese people don't like us. Arabs don't like us. The East Indian man don't like us. All these nations don't like us, B. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start worrying about ourselves and start we gotta start segregating ourselves from all these different people and worry about the elephant in the room, which is us. We gotta start showing self-love. To heck with all these other nations. Straight up and down, B. You know what I'm saying? The Asian community that ever did something for the black community is the Wu-Tang Clan, B. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? The hell with all these nations, B. You know what I'm saying? All these conversations ain't getting nowhere. It ain't getting nowhere because truth be told, it ain't gonna never be peace amongst us and all of them. None of these white folks, none of these Chinese folks, they can't feel our struggle. They don't understand our struggle. They don't know who we are as a people, bro. And the reason why they hate us is because God made us in His image, B. We shine bright even through slavery, even through captivity, even through all the bullshit, being at the bottom, first fired, last hired, stepping over piss rats and roaches in the projects, and we still shine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is as great as a people as we are. Nobody can struggle the way we do and still hold our head above water every day, bro. White people lose their job, they commit suicides. The Chinese go kamikaze. The Arabs go Allah Akbar, boom. You understand what I'm saying? So we gotta worry about our own folk, B. You know what I'm saying? That's the real shit. You can say whatever you want about racism. A black man can't be racist in America, bro. A black man cannot be racist in America. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit together. Worry about your own people, man. And I'll let you go.
Salute.
Hold on, wait.
100% true.
Wait.
Eric Kelly.
Well, Mike. And man, listen, man. That man was speaking. Even if you don't like what he's saying, mute your mic, man. Stop cutting people off, man. Don't violate. That's just what it is.
Hey, yo, I don't appreciate that racist ass bullshit, Joe.
Who's speaking?
That's him, man.
Yeah, I know it was. I just wanted to hear you say your name again for people to understand that this is what we expect from you, good brother.
That's some disrespectful ass fucking shit, dog.
All right, so what was disrespectful about what you heard, sir?
Allah Akbar. Why the fuck would you say some shit like that?
What part?
Why the fuck would you say shit like that?
Bars.
That shit ain't funny, dog.
It was.
Hey, yo, Trife, salute to G-Mac. Hey, yo, Trife, salute to what you're doing. You know, I'm said God was the greatest. Hey, yo, peace to everybody on the panel. Now, like I said, freedom is the must. Keep this shit up.
There you go, blowing up, bro.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Damn, he tight.
Watch your mouth, bro.
This is what happens when the truth come out, right? This is what happens when this is how they really feel, right?
Hey, yo, listen, hold up.
That's like racist. That's really, no, that's racist as hell.
Hold on, wait.
He's repeating the line. How is that racist?
One mic. Against the whole fucking
mic. Listen, hold up. Yo, first of all, well, I'm a black Muslim, so
So you didn't find that offensive?
I was still. I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance, man. To
the Me Too movement.
Listen, niggas said it's the Me Too movement. Yo, y'all niggas is crazy, boy.
Come on, y'all call him out. Y'all call him out. One mic,
listen. I was trying to get a moment because I heard it and I knew that people were gonna automatically respond, but I have patience enough to wait to say something. And I'm just identifying. I'm a black Muslim. I understood where he was going with it. It wasn't intentional to be, oh, that's some racist. No, it's just what it is. That's a fact. If you understand how people deal with their stresses, right? And if you understand Muslims, when they're doing that in the name of Allah and they saying Allahu Akbar, when they doing suicide, they doing that because they want to protect and make sure that their family has something else, because they don't got nothing going for themselves, and that's their last belief. So understand that it is what it is, even though it's a hard joke. Understand?
No, brother. He said no. He said
you went out of it. He said Arab. Right. You went out of it.
He said.
He said Arab.
Listen. All right. So now, hold up. So now we want to. So hold up. So now we.
Hey, we ain't gonna interrupt no sisters though. We ain't gonna interrupt no sisters though. What happened?
Who's that speaking again, Tim?
Yeah, we ain't gonna interrupt the sisters. Let her talk.
Yo, bro.
Let her talk.
Bro. Shut up.
Let her talk.
Listen,
bro. You shut the fuck up first, bro.
Pastor Gay. Hey man, you got to sit in the New York for a while.
Yeah, but listen, he's Asian. If anybody doesn't know, so he's been doing that the whole day, and I want him to stay in the room. China Mac is still in the room as well. But this is what we've been getting from Tim, man. We know he's very upset. He's a hurt Asian, right? And he finds this is his platform to express that. He's not in the. I don't know him to be in the field, so I can't speak on what he's doing in his community. I know what China Mac is doing versus whatever Tim Man. Tim Man. Matter of fact, isn't Tim Man a dude that needed a heart or some shit? What he needed, yo?
Why don't you just ask him and talk to him?
Tim Man, I'm talking about the Wizard of Oz, man. The Tim Man and the Wizard of Oz.
That's not the relevant right now.
He ain't got a heart.
All right, listen, he needs a heart, man. Listen, sister, you won't come in. Listen, you won't come in here and be disrespectful. You be disrespectful, you get all the smoke. That's it. I pulled him back up after. Hold on, sister. Yo, send her to the New York.
I'm calling her, bro. Show some respect, bro. You heard? But still, send her the Goodbye first class ticket to Goodbye. You heard?
Yeah, you can send them. You can send them to the GUI, the Gougatti, and all that without being disrespectful. Even though some people are upset about hearing now Arabs, right? So now, once again, there are trigger words that are going to continue to trigger communities, regardless of what you're saying. That's why we're in this room right now. Because there were trigger words that was used, and the trigger word that was used was nigga, that had a conversation about generational trauma. But now somebody here, just because somebody say Arab and Allahu Akbar, people feel like they got the same position to be angry and upset. You out of line. That's why I'm going to get you out of line thinking because somebody say Arab and Allahu Akbar and you blow yourself up, you feel like you got the same position as a black man or black woman. Slow the fuck down with that. We're not going to do that. So take that somewhere else if you think you're going to come here and say, oh, he said.
No.
Listen, we're not doing that.
Listen.
Right? We here because, hold up. No, ain't no listen. No, you don't no listen. Because I heard the comment from that. Oh, how you said that? He said Arab. We're not doing that. We're not going to take one thing and spin it for something else. We here talking about a whole different conversation, right? And you're going to have people who are going to say things that are going to agitate, that are going to trigger, but we're not going to take it now and lose focus on what we're talking about. We came in. If you look at the topic, we talking about addressing black and Asian tension. So now, if you are not black and Asian and you want to feel like now is the time to find another point, we can talk about that later, but we're not going to do that right now. Right? Because there's a lot of people that got a lot of traumas, a lot of hate, a lot of racism for many different things, not just being a black man or being an Asian man, but just because of religion as well. So it's a whole nother conversation that we could talk about. But we're not going to switch the narrative and be disrespectful at all. That's not going to happen. So
okay.
I'm a mute with that. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me finish this. I'm not switching the narrative. He's the one that actually switched the narrative and said something offensively, right? Being Arab when it comes to
you named 4 cultures.
Let me finish. Am I done? Like, why am I getting?
Please don't cut her off.
Okay. So what I'm saying to you, it doesn't matter of how many cultures he said or whatever the case may be. He said Arabs, and then he said Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Boom. Okay. First of all, education-wise, is when it comes to Arabs, they're 10% of Islam. They're 10% of Muslims. Okay. So you need to understand that's very offensive. Okay, what you just said. Okay, and
what we on TV, what we see on TV is offensive?
No, because what you see is CNN.
Yeah, we see it on Afghanistan. We see them with they jump on the thing. We saw it.
Jay, stop cutting her off, bro. Stop cutting her off, bro.
Afghanistan. Why did you guys go to Afghanistan in the first place? Why did America go to Afghanistan in the first place? Were you looking? No. Are you? Oh my God. Anyways. I just need you to be educational about things, okay? And read about things. Stop listening to CNN, because CNN is not actual facts news. You need to learn about things. When you sit there, Allahu Akbar, and talk about Arabs, Arabs are 10% of Muslims. You're offending a lot of the nation. And Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. So stop doing that shit. Stop.
Hey, try. Didi, I got you, Deuce. You just about to go to you right now, Lamonte. Yo, Didi, you know, like I said, you mean I could go into a whole nother conversation as a black Muslim when you talk about the 10%, right? And I could go into a whole nother conversation of how, as a black Muslim, how I've been treated from Arab and I won't even go into just other than black Muslims as a black Muslim who converted into Islam, who broke in, right? And
you're a revert.
I don't need you to tell me what I am. I'm just telling you that we can go into a whole nother conversation with it. That's why I'm trying to get you to understand, right? And we can have that conversation, sister. We want to hear your voice when we're talking about that, right? Because that's important to see how you feel in your perspective, right? So I'm going to pass the mic to Lamonte. Go ahead, bro.
Real quick. Hey, I'm just trying to see exactly what the issue is about. I seen it said Asian and black tensions.
Listen, I didn't change the topic. What I'm talking about, our struggle. We gotta stop worrying about everybody else. We gotta stop trying to kumbaya with everybody else, because it ain't happening. It's just reality. It's reality, bro. I'm from Brooklyn, Red Hook Projects, downtown Brooklyn, Park Slope, Sunset, Gowanus, Wyckoff. That's my side. You know what I'm saying? South side, South Brooklyn. So the Arabs run the stores. The Chinese run their restaurants, nail salons. The East Indians run the 7-Elevens. They run the gas stations. You see what I'm saying? We surrounded by all these different nations. And we so worried about how they feel, about how their emotions and their feelings. We got to start worrying about home. We can't take care of everybody else when our home is effed up. You dig what I'm saying? So we gotta start worrying about our own. We can never come together with these dudes. Malcolm X told us to separate. We gotta build our own communities. We gotta start buying land. We gotta do our own thing. We don't need these people. The same way they don't want us around, truth be told, we don't need them. We did a whole lot during the segregation days. And every town we built up, they burnt down or they flooded down. This is facts. You see what I'm saying? We talking about the racists. Do you know about the sub-Saharan slave trade that the Arabs did to us? That was before the Atlantic slave trade. Do your research, homegirl. You dig what I'm saying? That's when they converted. That's when they converted and they made blacks and Negroes Muslims with a sword to their neck and said, if you don't worship Allah, you die right here. So being a Muslim is not the black man's religion. Christianity is not the black man's religion. You dig what I'm saying? We are the chosen people of God, B. God never gave us religion. So just keep that. Hopefully it marinate. A black man can never be racist. You dig what I'm saying? Because every nation hates us. So y'all put that in y'all pipe and smoke it and do what y'all feel. I don't give a damn about none of y'all emotions. You dig what I'm saying? I'm for my people and I'm going to ride for my people. You dig what I'm saying?
Salute.
That part. Wow.
Yo, bro, that sound like, listen, the crazy thing about that is that sound like some downtown Brooklyn, South Brooklyn, yo, bro. You know who you talking to, because I don't know you from South Brooklyn, though, but that's my hood, bro. What you talking about?
I'm from downtown Brooklyn, bro. President Street and President Street and Fifth Ave. All the Boricuas know me. You know what I'm saying? All Red Hook, St. John's and Fifth, Columbia, 493 Columbia. That's where my family from. But I don't live out there no more. I've been 2 years. Two years I've been in the South. You know what I'm saying? I'm down here in Georgia.
Got you, bro. When you say you from South Brooklyn, I know you from down there, bro. I'm from Whitecroft, Gowanus, homie. So that's where I've been born and raised. You heard?
Okay, definitely. So you definitely know my fam. You know Fred. You know Victor. You know G. John. I know you know all the cats.
This is Trife. Listen, this is Trife Gangstar.
I know who you are. I know who you are, Ken. I know who you are.
Right. Copy, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate your insight. Appreciate you being in this room. For anybody, this is Gangstar Perspective. So if you ain't hit the greenhouse, you gotta hit the greenhouse. This is Trife. This is my new page. So if you ain't follow me for these type of rooms, just hit that follow button and support real conversations, real spit. It is what it is. Everybody has their perspective. I'm on some Gangstar Perspective shit. Like it if you like it. You don't if you don't. It is what it is. I'll mute my mic.
Trife, I wanted to say, man.
We all we got.
So Trife,
I would like to speak, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, this is Mark from CT. I don't know if you remember me. I came out a couple times, went to the Gangstar Gala and all that, linked with you by SOBs and all that. In the past, what the brother Chief said, the prime example of what he's speaking about and what we talked about earlier, what Miss Didi tried to address, that's a prime example right there. I don't know if Miss Didi is Arab or from that culture at all, but, sticking up for so many other people, we're not even looking out for ourselves, man. We got to cut that out, man. Like, can't be out here sticking up for all these other people. Ain't nobody sticking up for us, man. That's a 100% fact. So, Trife, when you say we got to stick together and address all things, talking about our culture, that's 100% right, man. We gotta look out for each other. We gotta look out for us first. And we can come have these conversations, come to the table. It's progressive, it's great. But at the end of the day, we gotta look out for us, bro. And nobody else is doing it, so we just gotta keep it tall. And I'll rest my mic with that.